Так, вітаю усіх. Продовжуємо сьогодні проходження Відьмака. Сьогодні зосередимось на сюжеті, щоб потім якийсь... Цікаво. Ага, він тільки на завантаженні працює, ладно. О, так от, що я казав, зосередимось сьогодні на сюжеті, щоб потім якийсь день, завтра чи післязавтра, пограти у бобочки. Так. Я собі зробив, поїхав. Так, а я ж... Я ж купляв собі декілька мап, я ж можу швидким все зробити. Так, окей. Тут ми ще не були. А, щось купуємо.
Show me your wares.
Що цікавого. Не знаю, залишити його. Не залишу його чисто для колекції, так би мовити. Так, тут все продано. Продамо йому книжки. Зіграємо з ним у гвинт.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Так. Віддамо любистка. Віддамо трибюше. Це ж точно такий же ж, да? А я не знав, що є дві картинки у цього челікса. Цікаво. О, Талер. Талера ми реснемо наступного ходу. Або може пугало, ще одне опудало зараз прийде. Реселку залишимо. Ось у нього цікаві катапульти, до речі, погнали. Так, зараз захищаємось від випалення. Від нього я чекаю другої цієї катапульти. Як тільки він ставить її, ми даємо своє випалення. Ну, типу, далі має бути ізі. Так, добре. Що ми отримали з нього? От є Дерідо. Цікаво, що це? О, це потрібна карта. Я б сказав навіть, що це дуже потрібна карта. Бо коли є усі новіградські шпигуни, можна пробувати вже зібрати колоду.
Show me what you have.
Так, що у тебе цікавого є? Так, ну у них тільки схеми виготовлення. Я на майбутнє хочу купити собі ось цю темну сталь, бо вона потрібна буде на усі елементи покращеного обладунку кота.
What would you say to a few rounds of Gwent?
Так, він нейтралізував мою здібність. Добре. В принципі, від цього ні холодно, ні жар. Це найкращий шпигун, якого не переграєш ніяк. Що, може випалення дати? Ну, це має сенс. Ну, він десь тут має спасувати зараз. Ну це типу круто, але у мене 2 реса у руці. Для нього це без шансів. І ще опудало я цей рез двічі можу крутанути. Він так довго тримав, коротше, ну, типу, так довго бився на перший хід, ну, що він собі цим тупо усе програв. Ну, він зараз намагається як може, але, ну, 90. Привіт, Саймон. Так, гном-герцівник, це ми знаємо, що за карта. Від Артема привіт. Йому теж привіт. Так, спочатку арти, потім інші. Вітаю, рокахолік.
Greetings, impressive tavern.
Tavern? This ain't no tavern. 'Tis the House of Warriors.
So what do folk do in the House of Warriors? Fight?
At times, one will take the other and give 'em a good slapping, aye? But mostly, folk come here to drink, eat, warm their bones by the fire, chatter a bit. Maybe listen to a skald bay to the moon.
About what folk do at a tavern.
Ye Continentals don't understand a thing.
Це, я так розумію, Саймон, ви зустрілися з Артемом, і ти потім знову будеш тиждень відходити.
What are you peddling? Let me have a look. Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
Я в Дніпро поїду. А така яка різниця, де ти будеш довго відходити? Так. Що він розіграє, до речі, шпигуна? А, таємничий ельф це нейтралка? Опа, хочу собі тоді її. Так, а як це працює? Я можу ось так зробити. Ревнуєш? Максимально ревную. Блять, що робити з ним? Він ж шпигуна не розіграємо. У мене буде рез цієї штуки. Чи хочу я брати цей раунд? Питання. Ладно, давайте дамо це, подивимось, що він зробить. Так, все, він мені 2 шпигунів насипав, я можу пасувати. Хай робить, що хоче далі. Привіт, Віталя. Давай, Віталя, ще ти до них приїжджай у Дніпро. Збереться у вас там весела компанія. Скло лобове проти. Так, а що? Я потенційно... Звісно, весела без мене. Тут без мене завжди найвеселіше. Привіт, воздушка. О, нове кресло. Цьому кріслу вже більше, ніж півроку. Давай ми в кальянну збираємось, Віталіс, на щастя. Віталя, зберись, ти встигаєш. Навіть зі спальними місцями. Від такої пропозиції не відмовляються. Так, у мене є випалення передньої лінії через рез. Пограємо цих челів. А що, ти не хочеш нічого на передню лінію дати? А, прикиньте, як він... Мені треба, щоб тут було 10 демеджа, він тупо обігрує це. Ну, він оце поставив на задню лінію, а не на передню, тому що знав, що в мене є карта потрібна. Це такий прикол. У нього не має бути випалення. Ми все одно відіграємо від того, що у нього випалення залишилось. Так, а що тут дало? Якщо я не помиляюсь, це теж шпигун. Угу. Нормально, за 10 хвилин 2 нільфгарських шпигуна отримали. А, вон ти де.
What was that?
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on jinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Why are you even interested? Jinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a jinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
Know where to look? For the mage and the jinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindusfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the jinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine.
До речі, що цікаво, можливо зайти на
A
цей.
boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Глянути, може, було оновлення у українському перекладі.
Here's how I see it. We join Hulk around some blaze.
З ким ми, умовно, Відьмака вже 2 місяці
Managed to prepare
граємо.
everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't.
Може, типу, там ще щось доробили? Воно ж на прогрес не має впливати особливо. Але коли буду в Дніпрі на Потасити, то підганую, але коли ти будеш в Дніпрі на Потасити, їх вже там не буде. Тут, як кажуть, є нюанс.
Oh, that would make quick work of the beast. Too many foreigners in the Isles in the olden days. Just too long.
Can I have a word?
I serve the goddess and her flock. What can I help you with?
You, Svana. You're about the hero's pursuits. Can outsiders sign up, or is this a closed event?
Freya sees no insiders, no
Віталя, якщо ти можеш, якщо тобі не важко, не можеш ще глянути, оновлювався там переклад чи ні?
Our races differ from those on the continent. We are beholden to one rule alone. First across the line wins. Sometimes he's the swiftest, other times it is the one who knocks his opponents off their mounts.
Explains the name. There an entry fee?
Courage. If you do not lack it, hang a horseshoe.
О, це гоночки.
Bit of exercise never killed anyone. So, where are the races held?
Конячий Need for
The
Speed.
first 3 on Ardskalig. Whoever wins each at least once returns here to Hindusfjall to face last year's best rider in a final pursuit.
Gotcha. What's his name?
You mean hers. Astrid of Speakerrog, known as the Vipress.
Lovely as monikers go.
And completely deserved. Good luck, Witcher. May your deeds bring the goddess pleasure.
Just 2 longboats. Still, they sluggish ships gave the black ones
Ah,
hell. Raised them
нормальок.
fucking barren.
Very
Lead
good.
away.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Hey there, friend.
The ship carrying the Jinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Так. Окей. Ну я на човні, що? Ну, чи поплили, чи ні.
Getting in or not?
Зберись, Єніфер, я вже на човні. Ага, ось так треба.
Not sure this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your
що
exorcism
пишіть?
saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking
Ну, до
my
речі, вона хоч на шифті пливе, я думав, що ми будемо плисти як
And when your
черепахи.
wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Esad eich cryde rithorn. Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Was it warm enough for you?
А що ми цікаво? Що ми шукаємо? Утопець.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside.
Так, останній, ну хай плаває, ладно.
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew. Then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Не той корабель, але тут є ще багато цікавого. Досконале мастило проти проклятих. Норм, те, що треба.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Ні, цей звук він так дратує, я передати не можу. Мене аж тіпає
Say we
від
find
нього.
the djinn. What do? Ask for a beautiful house, and a palace, and a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the djinn, or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our djinn's down there.
Ну, да.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Woods rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Haemai symbols.
Є щось треба знайти.
Got a chest, really old. Now that's what I call war booty.
Have you found the djinn?
No, but I found something that could be just as valuable to me as the djinn is to you. Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Haemai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon. Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Так, а що ми знайшли щось цікаве, начебто. Зараз я глянути хочу. Так, слабка, слабка. Треба було, коротше, ці. Треба не було, а буде рецепти на руни покупити. А, це алкоголь, добре. Я думав, то якісь зілля.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom.
Я так розумію, що ми шукаємо не істоту, а лампу. По логіці. Навряд чи джин під водою просто сидить. А не так. Ой-ой. А оце вже небезпечно. Щось вони під водою не дамажать особливо. Щоб влучити у неї. Бля, яка гарненька. 5 серпня останнє оновлення моду було. Ну да, ми десь в серпні і почали.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltje bedem ein echte illivaid.
Ух ти.
That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. I
Transverse
su
cut through the
foltje
pelvis.
bedem
Surgical
ein
precision.
echte
No
illivaid.
conventional weapon could do this.
Я не знаю, думаю, що мені ці трави підводні знадобляться колись. Не знаю, що шкура.
Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Should belong to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Так, Сирена, а давайте ми не будемо.
No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Ти який камбекап?
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Bet it was cut by the same thing that cut the skeleton.
Ти стріляєш ж. Я сподіваюся, що ми тут все знайшли, що треба.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2... Three.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
Won't worm your way out of it. Not this time. Tell me the truth or I'll leave.
You needn't resort to blackmail. You would have learned eventually.
True, but after the fact. I want to know now.
How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then return to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another, or if we'll be like two strangers.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Дуже цікаво, але нічого не зрозуміло. А, це корабель на вершині гори. А, ну воно ж там, це кратер був від телепортації. Так, я хотів глянути, я знайшов рецепт на мастило. Я не можу його зробити. Чому? Бо тут теж треба печінка троля.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the Jinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Jinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to...
Interesting. Wonder what this means. Mystery of Mysteries, Agnes of Glanville. Elemental Empires, by Giambattista. Mage must have slept here. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting here. Wonder what this means. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Зараз. Може в цьому в цій шафі є щось, що можна підібрати? Нема. Ладно.
Nothing interesting.
Так, ладно. Ми вже знайшли, що хотіли.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn, Rif Kaishta Engaya, Kaishta et Disglair, Gevired me Castle.
Значок на печатці знайомий, десь я вже його бачив колись.
You have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
Так, якщо він аналогічний привидам, то ця штука має працювати.
Just a bit more. I can feel his strength. Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free. You are free.
Чи вона його вбила, чи звільнила? Звільнила ж?
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us.
Да, насправді, коли не розумієш діалоги повністю, трошки
Next time
починає
we go on
піднабридати.
horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise, he might feel compelled to remind you.
Don't have the slightest intention of doing that.
Well, I can't force you.
Yen, what happened back there?
Was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron, collect Uma from him, and we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
І що таке Ума? Хто такий Ума? Велен. Типу кривавий барон. Поїхали дивитись.
Quite the fist. Oh, but she ran around with that rabbit.
You see the white-haired fellow seems dangerous. Golden eyes or something.
Я вже з ним балакав чи ні, я не пам'ятаю.
Would you like to buy something from my stash?
Да, ну ладно, все одно давай глянемо. Може у нього є щось цікаве. Як це правильно? Так, еліксири. Покращений. Ні, не кіт. Ластівка. Нема. Не знаю, є сенс зробити ці еліксири чи ні? Ну, це, до речі, поважний еліксир. Чому максимального тіру? А, так, стоп. Еліксири я подивився, не подивився мастила. О, у нього є багато ведмежого жиру. Я у нього прям весь викуплю, щоб мені більше не треба було про нього думати ніколи.
So long.
Where you walking?
Don't eat so much.
Why the spit not?
Because we get hit in the
Seen the
gut.
plan?
My dad's off fighting
Strange
the
lump.
black.
Bottom's almost flat.
Так. Нам до Велена. А у Велені до замку барона.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Цікавий, коротше, якийсь прикол. У мене чомусь оце завантаження, яке розповідає про сюжет. Воно у мене вмикається на колонках, а не в наушниках.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Your bag split
А Ума це ж типу домовий. Згадав.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma, gonna take him with me.
Believe you meant to say you've come to ask my permission to take him. I am in charge now, so...
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you, you can try to stop me. But then I'll bring your enlightened reign to an end, an abrupt and premature end.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly. I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back, though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
No, not about to bring him back. Open the door, now.
Ось що це за штука.
This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. Quit playing around. Let's go.
Ми, до речі, тут в Ламбердом Гвинтат зможемо пограти.
Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts.
О,
What do you want?
невидимий
The
вершник.
Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
Не доїхали ми до Каер Морхену. Нас зупинив невидимий вершник.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Banglin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. the aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say, for your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment could...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali, Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
Details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
$4000. Нахуя вони мені?
Wouldn't count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order, Geralt. And I advise you well, do not disobey me. This audience is over. Till the next.
У мене у книжці було написано, що я у Везіміші можу отримати 3 карти.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course.
Бактерія.
I'm off.
His long search for Ciri
Ну, до речі, буде цікаво, якщо Ума це і є той таємничий ельф. Ну, щось типу
was
того.
the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse. So we took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells. To the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Так, а Kaer Morhen — це остання локація, яка була у мене не відкрита. Тобто тепер я можу без проблем робити усі побочки просто по порядку.
Oh, there, Roach.
Forktails this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Так, давайте згадувати. Мені треба робити DLC Кам'яні серця до останнього квесту, а вино після. Знаю тільки, коли б ще цей останній квест зробив.
Well, look for the wind. Been away quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. Then she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Весемір явно не радий, що Єннефер приїхала.
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Так, find Eskel. Так, ага. Бігли. Так, ну сейчас, секунду. Поїхали далі. До речі, забув, я ж хотів спробувати на 11-му DirectX запустити, щоб перевірити, буде баг чи ні. Ще скриня. Нормально, вже є користь від того, що ми шукаємо Ескеля.
Must be Eskel's prince. No one else has left the keep recently. That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion? Beautiful Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while.
Що, серйозно? Я не пам'ятаю, було воно у мене чи ні.
Footprints and hoofprints. A goat. Interesting. Rocks. Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent. Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh, the stench.
Так, запах.
Eskel's tracks. The nose knows. Didn't tie itself to this stake.
Supposed to be forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
As for forktails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See, your memory's back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Fame's not all it's made out to be. Consider myself lucky if I were you.
You're right. Takes a lot of champagne to wash down all that caviar. That is tough going. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
There it is.
I see it.
Picked a bad day to leave its nest.
Big
Ай.
bastard!
We can handle this.
Нічого не переплутала.
Damn it! It's taking off! Hit the wings!
То візьми ж та арбалета. Чи ми її відпускаємо, типу, щоб вона нас до гнізда привела?
Foul, overgrown reptiles. Hate it when they do that. Might have saved us some
Bleeding heavily.
from an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further.
А на що, ну, типу, слідкувати за кров'ю, якщо я і так бачив, куди вона полетіла?
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved this lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home and all that. No kid this time, but his mare had just foaled.
Eskel and Scorpion, bound by its lair, looks like enchanting tale.
Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand. All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Gonna tell me which side of the knife to cut with next?
The sharp one. Come on, hurry up.
Пункту Закаєр Морхен. Не дуже приємно, але схоже, що тут немає цього. Для швидкої подорожі. Знака.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Конечно, конечно, не
Not
for
really a
Speed
challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Care Moorhen wins!
Faster.
Направо, наліво, направо. Вистачить витривалості. Виглядає, наче ні. Хоча... Ні, має вистачити. Останні пару метрів не вистачило.
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Come on. Not gonna take anything from you. Buy me around sometime and we'll call it good.
Done deal.
Так, далі ми не до Єнніфера, до Ламберта підемо. Так, ладно, ну немає сенсу щось у Каєр-Морфіні красти. Хоча ось ці скрині... Ремонтні набори те, що треба. Причому це якісні ремонтні набори на 90%. Що у тебе не виходило з першого разу?
Look at the fire. Now look here. Fuel's functioning normally.
Leaking again. Damn
Ух ти, що це? Схоже на Якіму.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous White Wolf at my side. So, you ready?
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the Circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate Evola's breach? Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamander assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across
Все
the
справа
pond?
в тому, що Ламберт не вивчав школу паркура. Тому він такий повільний.
Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
Кого? Хто? Де? Куди? Навіщо?
Nice shot. Hunting's almost a diversion with that game. Gotta get me one.
Так, вовк це не те, що нас цікавить. Де воно там?
Well, color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zeracania.
Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
Так, давай швидше, Ламберт.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizer, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Mm-hmm. Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it! I moored it right here, I swear!
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Шукати корабля. Зараз щас я відійду на хвилинку. Хвилину відійду. Що, тепер я точно тут. Поїхали шукати човна. Це, до речі, так цікаво виглядає, типу, у топсі біля Каїр Морхена.
Like that silver. Water hag.
Great. Last thing. All right. Cave entrance is just opposite. See it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know, only 2 boys returned from my group.
You were the ones who ran into old Spear Tip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Аргумент. Зараз попливемо, де я позбираю. Я вже запам'ятав, що поки не сядеш, вони не вважають, що ти на човні.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. I barely see the tip of my nose. Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, Lambert, what a prick.
Bad.
Я не знаю, як перекладається це на англійському, але я чув версії Ламберт, Ламберт, лисий хуй.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Right, almost there. Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside...
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old spear tip?
Sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Ugh, don't fall in love with me. Let's go.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
Давайте перевіримо, що це.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always. Fine. Let's go.
Я впевнений, що це ілюзія, але там може бути щось цікаве. Але це ми побачимо після того, як перезавантажимо гру. Ну, давайте спробуємо на цей раз на DirectX 11 запустити. Баг проявляється десь через 1,5 години рівно. Завжди майже як по таймінгу. 1,5 години я ще точно збираюсь стрімити, тож перевіримо, з'явиться він чи ні.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Ой, не ти натиснув. Так, ну давайте об'єктивно дивитися. По графіці це сильно не вдарило. Мені чомусь здається, що, наприклад, у цьому... У зорі Відьмака, у відьмацьких чих почуттях, воно виглядає навіть краще, ніж з DirectX 12. А, можливо, навіть якщо баг повернеться, я все одно буду грати на цьому. На 11-му, бо воно об'єктивно, як на мене, виглядає краще. Об'єктивно, суб'єктивно, ладно. Побігли. Так, а що у нас може бути з ілюзією? Мляки. А хлопчик справжній.
Hey, little guy. It's all right. You're safe now.
No! No!
Fine. Consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well, what do you know?
We can talk about that later. Got the foglets to take care of now.
Ой. Це може бути щось цікаве, сказав я, але це те, що я більше за все ненавиджу. 3 мляки.
An illusion. Who would have thunk?
You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No, I will not. In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child. Think we ought to get Dandelion to write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
When someone's life might be threatened, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Enough said.
Of course, the noble white wolf never abandons a man in need. He's more saint than Witcher.
Changing subjects. Did I see right? Was that boy...
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice and appearance.
Charming. Let's get out of here.
Needn't ask me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Lambert, enough.
До речі, імляків я мало вбивав. Їхні інгредієнти можуть для чогось знадобитись. Не знаю, чат, мені реально здається, що на 11-му DirectX вона краще виглядає. Що за прикол? Це вже краще.
Bones. Pulverized.
Mm-hmm. Old Spear Tip's never been kind to guests.
Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready? Oh, you fat fuck.
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's go. Що, може випити кота? Давайте вип'ємо кота, все одно він у мене є. Грім, місяць. А, у мене нема кота? Є у мене кіт.
Wall looks a little shaky. Art?
Mine not stomping like that.
Relax. I slipped. Ah!
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha.
Так, а до речі ж, типу, мені цікаво, чим відрізняється покращений кіт від звичайного. Бо 120 секунд. Ну, до речі, це нормальна тема. Давайте поробимо ці еліксири. Хай буде. Робимо, бо можемо, скажімо так. Я може десь знадобиться. Відвари не знаю, треба, не треба. О. Максимальний рівень. Оце відвар, про який Вотоп казав. Ефект триває до медитації або швидкої подорожі. Нормальний прикол. Що це було? Ладно. Ладно, це прикольно, але... Ну, типу, я буду користуватись швидкою подорожжю. Ладно, спить і спить.
Couldn't care less. I'm up for the challenge.
Damn, you're ugly.
Listening.
Ой, а це циклоп? Лол, я не бачив ще ніколи циклопів.
You gonna live?
Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. That's for Voltaire, you whore son.
Voltaire. Who's that?
Don't remember?
А, блять, а що воно закріпило? Що це за прикол? Що воно мені наклацало якоїсь хуєти? Так, ладно, йдемо далі.
Little guy. Scar on his chin, right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All we can do now. Never made it out of here. Let's go. Oh, good to be back above ground.
Mm-hmm. Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
We ought to be careful. This is their turf.
Couple of trolls got you soiling your knickers?
Was bold and brash once, like you. Then I took a pitchfork in the gut. Peasant kid, not a troll. I almost died. Hard way to learn, but I did. Come on.
Ha! See him shit and run soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
Which is to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain. Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Huh? Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
Ой, Ламберт, блядь. Можна ж, блядь, було домовитись.
We walk throws. Yous goes no far more. Witches is understanding?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witches castle. Rocks lots there. Pretty rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause, it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witches strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witches is monster kills. Trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp backclubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees, we smash.
No way. Witcher without his sword? It'd be like losing an arm.
Better arm lose than head.
От не той варіант я вибрав. А хотів домовитись. Зате ми отримали 3 печінки. Ладно, 2 печінки для елексирів. Які нам треба були. Треба тільки ятер знайти. До речі, цікавий переклад, вони ефір переклали як етер. Хоча тут воно не перекладається як етер. Ну, немає.
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. But save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest. How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
Дипломатія, перший рівень. Ну то я типу неправильно переклав. І вийшло, коротше, так як вийшло.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements. while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axie, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel, and made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, then hang himself.
Didn't have to kill them.
But I could, so I did. 2 whoresons less in the world. Big deal.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No. I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
Think it's that bad being a witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse. Just a shame I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. All right. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
Right. Let's get back.
After you, sir.
Мені треба з Ламбердом в карти пограти ще. До речі, сьогодні такий гарний некер в Дейлі зафакапив. Буває. Я он коли грав пару днів тому, теж гарний центр зафакапив, у мене все було гарно. Я програв там, де не мав програвати. А, блядь, воно другого рівня максимально, все зрозумів. Я думаю, що я його не можу качнути. Все зробив, все зробив. Це сюди і сюди піде. А що мені, типу, ще треба? Типу, далі качати скіли чисто по приколу? Якби була як, ну, типу, у кожного скіла був якийсь, типу, пасивний ефект. Типу, активний ефект, який діє, коли воно тут. І якийсь маленький пасивний, коли діє, коли воно вивчено. Бо так воно якось туповато виглядає. Ну, типу, ось це можна повчити. Чого я не можу його вивчити? Якусь може навіть поставити. Скільки треба часу, щоб все це знати? Ти маєш на увазі скіли, щоб ці повивчати? Та не знаю.
No reaction to dimeridium.
Насправді, ну, типу, мені щось здається, що це все неможливо вивчити, бо дивися. Наприклад, я хочу дійти до сюди, це ще типу 17 плюс 3, це ще 20 левелів, це вже буде 45-й. Я не знаю, що тут треба робити, щоб, типу, такий левел набрати. Ну, правда, можна ще всі місця сили познаходити спеціально, якщо їх шукати. Це ще багато очок.
Pulse weak, but regular.
Can we talk?
What about?
Ось, ось для цього я тебе шукав.
Of course. Even tried to teach Vesemir, but turned out he's just mule-headed. Why do you ask? Up for a quick hand?
Am I? Have you crying like a baby by the time I'm through with you?
Так, оце вже контент. Коротше, ця гра на півжиття. Ну, не на півжиття, але повністю пройти її займає багато часу. Ну, ти подиви, зараз, давай я альтабнусь. У мене у ній зараз вже 57 годин. Можна буде подивитися, скільки буде, коли закінчимо. Мій суперник спасував. А нащо я його докинув, якщо я і так перемагав? Хто мені розкаже? Щось я завтикав, що у мене катапульта стоїть. Тріс це нейтралка цікава, чи... А, це, до речі, прикольно, бо я зможу його реснути. Якщо воно мені знадобиться. Стоп. Ладно, зараз рейсами треба 6, скільки тут? Раз, 2, 3, 6, 7. 4, 6, 8, 9. Що практично мені моє випалення навіть не знадобилося, він сам себе вбив.
You win. Ah, can't believe I gotta give up my unique card. Better your hands than someone else's, I guess.
Ну, він мені тріс якраз віддав. Ну, я її ставити не буду, не бачу сенсу. У мене достатньо легендарок, які краще. Я продав. Я продав книжку ту, яка треба, чи ні? П'ять у Велені, 5 у Новіграді, 3 у Білому Саді. Ну, думаю, ми ще знайдемо. Ти ж ёб твою мідь.
Uh-oh.
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything, when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
Taken care of.
Is that so? My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up.
Як я її переграв, що спочатку з хлопцями зустрівся.
Generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potest Acquisitor.
Acquisitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
Ой. Не знаю, що, блядь. Раніше, все раніше і раніше.
Nothing here.
І що він робить цікавого?
Got a signal. Signal's growing stronger.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Can we talk?
А, ну тут нічого цікавого.
So long. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. There you are. Getting warmer. Warmer.
Look at the fire.
Hot. There you are. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
Мені аж цікаво, хто це.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes. Look. Like that? Pretty, isn't it?
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope.
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. But no matter. More importantly, I shall finally be able to contact Ida.
The Ida? Elven sage? What do you want from her?
Stay and you'll learn for yourself.
Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade.
Kedmel and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foi, Gledev Dawn Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iacus.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, N. Severn. Vafael.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Hithling's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work would be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
Don't really see why I should apologize. I know sorceresses expect me to bow down before them.
So you refuse to bow and thumb your nose at them instead? Very mature. Oh, enough. All is ready. We should gather the others and begin.
Хто ж такий чи така Ума? Мені здається, що це той таємничий Єль.
Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Esco, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion.
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn with Uma or whoever hides inside him.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Бля, дайте побухати з чуваками. Тут поговорити треба. Все одно будемо чекати, доки Весемір повернеться. Так давайте хоч бухнемо.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or two.
Да, ну ладно.
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
Правильно, ми ж пізніше можемо бухнути. А єдинорога десь забули. До чого цей відос цікаво?
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caradon?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush! I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. and not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. Least we can do.
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho! Dangerous whoresons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My clan threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Нормально перемогли вампіра.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies. And then, I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only—
You fucking what?!
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial because—
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first— how do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
До речі, Віталій, а ти тут? У мене питання по сюжету, і це, скоріш за все, не з третьої, а з перших двох частин.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to.
А, ладно, все, питання
Till now
відпало.
we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gold. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
Важливий день. Стільки вибухали.
How about a round of cards?
Why not? Playing for coin though, right?
Yeah, unless you'd rather play strip Gwent.
Maybe I'd finally come to understand what women see in you.
Compare your trouser snakes later. Pouch is on the table. What's with him?
Don't worry about it.
Let's play.
Цікаво, те, що вони бухали, якось вплине на гру? Вплинуло, я граю без шпигунів. Це ми зараз награємось, чат. Во. Це вже інша справа. Дайте мені моїх шпигунів. Угу, ясно. Так, мені треба використати випалення з користю. А він мені не дає його використати з користю. Скажу, що будемо без випалення. А, ну ладно. Або так.
Good game, Geralt. Especially that move with the...
Eskel. He doesn't need any praise, just pour.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
All right, change the subject.
Because you refuse to admit I'm right? Whatever. Fine.
Stop being a smartass. Pour.
up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way. I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
Я не знаю, що це означає. Ну, переклад не знаю.
How about that? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
Я не знаю, що... Ну, коротше, важко.
Oh, Lambert. Kaer Morhen's black sheep.
Wanna know the best part? They weren't even my knickers.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Це прикольно.
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, you're a true friend.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf. Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Huh. Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Блядь. Ого.
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
Eskel, chop, chop.
Eskel, you drunk!
А,
Get out here!
ладно. Хотів подивитись, що у скрині.
Eskel, chop, chop.
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it. We missed a fight.
Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming.
Hey, look. There he is.
Нормас.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up.
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. 3 of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. We don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Мені це подобається.
You're a genius.
Of course I am. So, we inviting the lodge to our bash?
Fuck yeah! Summon the bitches!
Завтра важливий день, казали вони.
All right.
3 п'яних відьмака.
Well, twist here, turn there, and you gotta say something in Elvish.
Easy peasy, let's do it.
Hey, hang on. When this Ida sees us, we'll scare her off. I mean, we don't look anything like sorceresses.
I know. Yennefer's clothes. Let's dress up. Bags are over there.
What's this thing you got for dressing up?
Shut it, wise ass, or I'll lace your corset up so tight you'll shit in your bloomers.
Ні-ні-ні, далі
Stop
прикольніше.
whining, Eskel. Times you gotta squeeze into some
Frippery.
We don't tell a soul, understand? This stays here.
Sure brought a lot of crap. You'd think she was moving in.
Shh. You'll scare Geralt.
Yes, perfect. Like it was made for you.
Sure. Soon as I let it out a bit in the waist.
Stop talking, get dressed. Not that one. Won't compliment your complexion. Damn, Eskel. You got an hourglass figure.
And you're an ass. Come on, go. Thing's tight as hell.
Now, I'll do the talking. You two
Це один, напевно, з найприкольніших моментів у грі.
Mill blooded hocus pocus abracadabra splather.
What is this? Who's that?
So sorry. We were never here.
Guards! More paper, Excellency! No, you oaf. The lodge has come for me.
I trust you have an explanation for this. A very good one. Go to bed. Now.
Весь кайф обламала. Далі мало бути ще цікавіше.
Damn. What a dream.
Ах, єдиний мінус після таких приколів, що зранку жити, блядь, не хочеться.
See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Guess your gravestone and hemlock method didn't work.
Not entirely, but I did learn something. While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause, awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data. Ran some...
Що я з цього боку не можу використати. А що в мене за мечі в інвентарі? Точніше, не що, а звідки?
Potions ready.
Tools, too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Ready.
Передаємо вітання із кальян.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
Ви вже п'яні чи ще ні? Це ви так довго? Це ще, а не вже.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion.
Oisi Finn.
What now? Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags on it. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No, the trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
I trust Yen. She knows what she's doing.
Don't doubt that. But do we know what she's doing? She tell you how likely this is to work?
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well. No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it. Or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Ніхуя собі, як тобі цікаво. Мені насправді дуже цікаво, чим це закінчиться.
No, I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Heard about the time Ciri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first, then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery.
Never severe. Keniatad. Nevid. Severe. Kowal. Arriva. Endir.
Померла.
No. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal. Kowal. Kaniatad.
Nevid severe. Kowal. Kaniatad. Nevid, Kariba, Endir.
Geralt, the phylactery, open it!
Canitod, Taron Anadir, Jeeves.
І хто це у нас? Як я і думав, це таємничий ельф.
Havelock? You know him? Yes.
Саймону не сподобався коктейль зомбі.
A sage.
Where is Ciri?
Шкода Саймону, що я можу сказати.
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood. Elder blood. To open the gate. We cannot allow this.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren. In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry.
Харі.
I tried to protect her. But the curse. The hunt has not found the Isle as yet. It is a matter of time. But if she leaves, they will detect her at once.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
Ти ж коштував його? Ну, може й коштував.
No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but...
The trial has wrought havoc in his
А
body.
може і ні, хто його знає.
Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
Toxins have permanently
Давайте, я не
damaged his
пам'ятаю,
nest.
щоб я його
Even
куштував,
if he does pull
але
through,
це не означає, що я його не куштував. Є такий моментик.
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avalok? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
What's your suggestion?
Ciri can't flee forever. One day she'll stumble, and she won't get a second chance. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
we plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice? Besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty Boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic.
I'll gather allies.
Fine. I'll get Ciri.
Месники до
Recruit some
бою.
allies. Bring everyone here.
Наступного разу знайдемо тобі зомбі.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Блять, Артем.
Exclusively.
Наступного разу може бути таке, що я не буду пити. Як тобі такий варіант?
And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avalok to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right.
Не може бути такого, може бути таке.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Діахацькер.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Ну, повір, Артем, є варіанти, при яких я не буду пити. Це буде справа не в тому, хочу я чи не хочу. Так, ладно, чатик, далі. Що ми збираємо союзників та чекаємо. Кажу, шукаємо Цирі. От, а на сьогодні все. Продовжимо це все робити завтра. Ввечері, можливо, десь близько 9, якщо... Скажіть мені. Якщо, коротше, буде настрій, зробимо Хардстоун. А завтра ще перевіримо, чи буде баг, чи ні. Ну, сьогодні не було. Все приємно. Там буде видно далі. Так, що, давайте рейди. Зарейдимо Лайта. Та я піду відпочивати. В бабушках займатися справами. Ввечері, я думаю, що десь біля 8, біля 9, скоріш за все ж таки підроблю. Все, чат, дякую всім, хто дивився Відьмака. Завтра побачимося у будь-якому випадку на Відьмаку. Можливо, ввечері ще Хардстоун, бо треба набирати поінти. Все, всім гарного вечора.